So, guys, it looks like the next few days are going to be interesting because it looks like Diddy's drug mule, Brendan Paul, has begun snitching. Inside sources are revealing that he has been offered a plea deal, and in a bid to get a lighter sentence, Brendan has exposed Diddy's connection with Prince Harry and claims Prince Harry buys loads of drugs from Diddy. Well, it looks like the Diddy case might not be hard to solve after all, because inside sources are revealing that the feds have someone who isn't willing to take the fall for Diddy as his drug mule. Brendan Paul has started cooperating with the feds, and in a bid to get a lighter sentence, Brendan spilled the tea that Diddy was Prince Harry's go-to guy when he needed drugs. Girl, this whole Diddy news is moving quickly, with new information coming out every hour. If y'all not following it closely, you snooze, you lose. So, for those who have not been keeping up with this drama, grab a seat and let me fill you in. So Diddy's problem started a couple of months ago when Cassie filed a lawsuit against him over the essay she faced while they dated for almost a decade. She revealed he introduced her to lifestyle of drugs, forced her to hire and sleep with male escorts while he watched and recorded and subjected her to physical abuse. Diddy decided to settle out of court barely 24 hours after the lawsuit dropped, but it was too late because it empowered people who have been a victim of abuse to come out, and within weeks, Diddy faced different lawsuits from people who claimed they were abused. Then after more than a month of silence, and when we thought Diddy's name might finally be leaving the headlines and the surviving Diddy phase was over, then music producer Lil Rod Jones came with the mother of all lawsuits. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod claimed Diddy tried to groom him, S.A. him, and he was not fairly compensated for the work he did on Diddy's latest studio album, the Love Album, Off the Grid. Among the accusations lined up in the lawsuit are the acquisition and use of drugs, displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms, licit alcoholic drinks being served to minors and sex workers, and several unnamed celebrities engaging in sex with minors and sex workers. Now here is where it gets interesting. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod Jones named Brendan Paul as Diddy's go-to guy when he needed unregistered guns, and he witnessed Paul either transport or try to transport illegal drugs on flights between LA, Miami, Virginia, the Caribbean, and London on 3 occasions. But after the lawsuit was filed, Diddy's lawyer released a statement saying, "Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit." Diddy's lawyer, Sean Hawley, said, "His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines." He continued, "We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them." So Diddy's lawyers claimed Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit was imaginative and was not real, but then there was more coming because his lawsuit, coupled with the information on Cassie's lawsuit, triggered an investigation into Diddy and his accomplices. After all, the allegations were too big to overlook. A few weeks after the lawsuit hit the internet, Homeland Security conducted a raid on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami home simultaneously, as well as intercepting Diddy at the airport where it was revealed that his plane was about to fly. The police revealed that bags belonging to Diddy and Brandon were searched, and before the search began, the officers asked each person to claim his bag, so Brandon's bag was searched, and it was revealed that illegal substances like marijuana, laced candy, and cocaine were found.
I'm gonna back up. Yeah, no, put them in the car. I'll do this.
The cops arresting Brandon was the first step in uncovering Diddy's trafficking ring, as he was tasked with getting drugs and illegal weapons, and Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit seemed to have some truth in it after all. Moments after the drug mule was arrested, Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal revealed that arresting the mule could turn out to be a big problem for Diddy if he cooperated with the feds, because he would be used as a star witness in the case. But then it didn't take time for the mule to cooperate with the feds, because inside sources reported that the feds interrogated Brendan and was offered a plea deal to get a lighter sentence in exchange for information on all he knew about Diddy's drugs and sex trafficking ring, and the response they got was shocking.
The news about them arresting the mule, now, they're gonna have to prove that. Now, if that guy becomes a witness, and if they can track anything back to Puff with that, that's gonna be one of their star witnesses.
Brandon spilled the tea that Diddy sold drugs on a large scale, and his own job was to move the drugs to locations sent to him by Diddy. Brandon then spilled the tea that British royal Prince Harry bought drugs from Diddy. He claimed Prince Harry frequently attends Diddy's parties, and it felt safe, patronizing Dit because they were both celebrities who had names to protect. I believe in the next coming days, this Diddy saga will lead to something bigger in the coming days. Because believe, one reason Lil Rod Jones didn't include in the lawsuit that Prince Harry bought drugs from Diddy is because the British royal family holds significant power. And mentioning Prince Harry would prompt federal investigations and get the answers they needed. While we are in no way making excuses for moving drugs, going by Brandon's profile and his near-clean criminal history, we could come to an agreement that Diddy made him move the drugs. He played college basketball a few years ago, and when it became clear to him that he wasn't gonna make it to the NBA, he chooses to pursue a career in music production. He worked with Diddy on his last album, and considering Diddy's history of grooming people to what he wants, I think it's safe to assume he was groomed to move drugs by Diddy. News of Prince Harry buying drugs from Diddy sent the internet into disbelief, and they left comments saying Diddy's drug mule makes sense. I went to grade school with those types, the type of white boy that would do anything to be remotely cool with black people. Yeah, that is the type to hold your drugs for you, but those are also the types with daddy's money and will snitch. Damn son, Malibu's most wanted. What do you think Diddy promised him? He's white BTW, so he's gonna sing all his skeletons coming out of the closet now. You know this dude about to sing like a canary to get his charges reduced. So do you think Prince Harry bought drugs from Diddy? Or do you think there's more to this case than what we are being told? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.